Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with something honest. Most people don't fail because life is too difficult. They fail because the next level of life feels strange. Think about it. People say they want success, money, confidence, freedom, better health, better relationships. They talk about it. They dream about it. They even pray for it. But the moment life starts moving in their favor, something strange happens. They hesitate. They slow down. They find reasons to stop. Why? Because success is unfamiliar. Human beings are creatures of habit. We feel safe with what we know, even if what we know is painful. A person can stay in a low-paying job for 10 years, not because they love it, but because it's familiar. A person can stay in a bad relationship not because it's healthy, but because loneliness feels unfamiliar. We don't choose what's best. We choose what feels normal. Two people can be given the same opportunity. One steps forward, the other steps back. Not because the work is hard, but because the identity required feels different. The mind whispers, this isn't you. It says, people like us don't live like that, and suddenly growth feels dangerous. You see, the biggest enemy of success is not failure. It's comfort with the old version of yourself. When life improves, your mind looks for the old environment, old habits, old conversations. That's why many people sabotage themselves right when things start working. They get a raise and start spending carelessly. They start a business and stop showing up. They begin getting fit and suddenly skip discipline. Not because they can't win, but because winning feels strange. And today, what you're about to learn is not hype motivation. It's understanding. You'll discover why your brain resists growth. You'll learn why improvement feels awkward before it feels powerful. And you'll see how successful people train themselves to feel at home at higher standards. So if you've ever been close to success and somehow pulled back, if you've ever improved and then returned to old habits, if you've ever wondered why you stop yourself, stay with me. Because by the end of this speech, success won't feel foreign anymore. It will feel familiar. Your mind's first job is not success, it's safety. From a biological point of view, the brain is designed to protect you from danger, not push you toward greatness. That's important to understand because growth always looks like danger to an untrained mind. When you try something new, a new job, a new lifestyle, a new routine, your brain reacts the same way it would react to a threat. Heart rate changes, doubt appears, fear talks, comfort becomes attractive. Not because the thing is bad, but because it's unfamiliar. Let me give you a real example. Think about someone who has always earned a small income. Suddenly they get a better position, more money, more responsibility. Logically, it's good. Emotionally, it's uncomfortable. Now they must speak differently, dress differently, manage time differently, think differently. Their old identity feels threatened, and the mind says, go back to what you know. So what do? They start arriving late, they stop learning, they create problems, not consciously, subconsciously. The brain tries to restore familiarity. The same happens in fitness. Someone who has always been unhealthy starts training. The first weeks feel strange. Waking early feels weird, eating clean feels boring, exercising hurts. The body is improving, but the mind says, this isn't normal for you. So it pulls them back to old habits. Your brain wants predictability more than progress. That's why people often feel more comfortable in chaos than in structure. Chaos is familiar, discipline is unfamiliar. Successful people understand this. They don't wait for comfort. They train comfort. They stay long enough in the unfamiliar until it becomes normal. When you go to a new country, the first days feel confusing, new roads, new language, new food. But after some time, it becomes home. Success works the same way. At first, it feels awkward. Then it becomes identity. The problem is most people quit in the awkward stage. They say, this feels wrong, when actually it feels new. Growth is not painful, it's foreign. And if you want higher levels, you must be willing to feel like a beginner again. You must be willing to feel out of place before you feel powerful. The mind resists new levels. Leaders push through them until the mind learns a new standard. Most people don't destroy success loudly. They destroy it quietly using reasonable sounding excuses. It doesn't sound like fear. It sounds like logic. I'll start next week. I need more research. It's not the right time. I'm being realistic. But what's really happening is protection of the old identity. When success approaches, the mind asks, who will I become if I win? And sometimes, so the brain finds smart ways to delay. Look at real life. Someone starts a business. The idea works. Customers come. Pressure increases. Responsibility increases. Instead of growing, the person suddenly becomes distracted. They stop marketing. They stop learning. They stop showing up consistently. Then they say, the business failed. No, the comfort zone fought back. Self-sabotage happens when success threatens your old story. If you were always the poor one, wealth feels strange. If you were always the shy one, confidence feels dangerous. If you were always the average one, excellence feels lonely. So the mind invents reasons to stay the same. People often ruin relationships right when they become healthy because peace feels unfamiliar compared to drama. They leave jobs right when promotion is close because leadership feels heavy. They quit fitness when results show because discipline feels different than comfort. This is why awareness matters. You must ask yourself, is this decision moving me forward or protecting my old identity? Logic can lie when fear is speaking. Successful people learn to recognize emotional excuses wearing logical clothes. They act even when the mind negotiates. They understand if it feels strange, you're probably growing. Success is attractive, but responsibility is heavy. Everyone wants freedom, but few want structure. Everyone wants money, but few want accountability. Everyone wants confidence, but few want standards. When you rise, more is expected from you, more discipline, more consistency, more leadership. And many people secretly avoid success because it removes excuses. When you're average, nobody expects much. When you're excellent, everyone expects consistency. So the mind says, stay small. It's easier. Think of someone who gets promoted. Now people watch them. Decisions matter. Time matters. Performance matters. Suddenly, comfort disappears. And some people unconsciously sabotage just to escape responsibility. They say they want success, but they want it without leadership. That's impossible. Success is not heavy because of money. It's heavy because of standards. When you grow, your life demands more from you. And many people fear not failure, but being required to become someone greater. Leaders accept responsibility as the price of growth. Average people avoid it as the cost of comfort. If you want success, you must accept the weight that comes with it. You don't rise to success. You normalize it. At first, discipline feels forced. Then it becomes lifestyle. At first, confidence feels fake. Then it becomes posture. At first, success feels strange. Then it becomes home. Look at athletes. The first time in the gym, everything hurts. But after months, training feels normal. The same thing happens in thinking, money, leadership, and life. You must expose yourself to higher standards daily. Read differently, speak differently, associate differently, act differently. Soon your mind says, this is who I am now. You train your comfort zone upward. Success is not an event. It's an environment you build around yourself. When success feels normal, discipline becomes easy. Every transformation has an awkward stage. The beginner stage, the lonely stage, the uncertain stage. When you change, your old friends don't understand you. Your old habits fight you. Your old comfort tries to pull you back. But awkwardness is a sign of evolution. If nothing feels uncomfortable, nothing is changing. Growth is embarrassing before it's impressive. Powerful people were once awkward learners. Stay long enough in discomfort and it becomes strength. Quit early and it becomes regret. You don't chase success, you become someone who fits it. Success is not a place, it's a character. When your thinking changes, success follows naturally. When your standards rise, opportunities stay. You evolve into success. And when success no longer feels unfamiliar, it becomes sustainable. Because in the end, success is not hard, it's unfamiliar. And now it's becoming familiar to you.